I'm going to show you how to get onto Artsonia. Now Artsonia is this rainbow looking app. I can scroll through my apps and pages. Oh, there it is up there too. It's only down here because I use it all the time. I'm going to click on this to start. And now you would be clicking on students. There's two things that you can do at this point. You can either click on the purple, and this gives you like a camera view, and then you would go to my email and try to scan that QR code. You might have to zoom the email a little bit. Make it a little bit bigger. See if that works for my QR code. There it is, and it scans it and asks this question. However, if that's not working for you, you also could go ahead and just type in here our school code. So ours is DYTYPFCS. And it also knows. And the reason I knew that is because it's also in that email. And the last little one, it says right there in red, our school access code. Do I go to Rosellart? Yes, I do. Correct. And here you would just type in your first name. So I will type in Rosell. There I am, Rosell. So I'll click that. So I don't have any artwork, none this school year. So I'm just going to click this blue words up here that say Add Art. Oh, and so there's all these projects that I could add art to. However, I'm going to click the At Home Art because that's where you all are. Click At Home Art is the project. And now I can see I got my camera up again. So I'm going to pick which art project. Now I could pick something like a 3D project. I just want to make sure I've got something in the background maybe to make it look nice. I'm going to take a picture, I think, of this project, my drawing. So I'm going to make sure my camera is facing the right direction by tilting my iPad. And then you saw that switched. If I had it this way, it faces this way. That just keeps me from having to rotate it later on. Let's see how that picture turned out. Whoa! Don't like that picture. So I'm going to click this button up here and say retake. This time I'm going to hold it a little bit carefuler. And I'm maybe even going to click on the screen, and sometimes that helps make it clearer.
You'll notice at the bottom there is a circular little icon with a little arrow on the end, and if you did need to rotate your picture because it's facing the wrong direction, that's the button you would click if you did need to do that.
Once you have a picture that you do like, you can try to move these corners to the edges. So you can see my paper corners right here, over there. I might even make it a little bit smaller. My corners are down here, but my picture doesn't have a lot going on down there. So I'm gonna just move it around. Now the nice thing is if I had like a weird shaped art project, I could just move to the edges and it kind of evens it out for me, which is very nice of Artsonia to do. And I think that looks nice. If I wanted to go back, I could always go back up there again, but I'm happy with how this looks. So I'm going to click the green submit button. The next thing that I'm going to do is write the title of this. So I can name this whatever I want. Now, a boring title would be like drawing. Another boring title would be Rosell, because every artwork is by me. But something I might say is my at home fam. So this is my fam that's at home right now, my family. That's a name. Or I could even name it a more interesting title. Making the best of it. There we go. I like that title. I'm going to submit that if I like it. One thing you may notice is that I'm capitalizing the first letter. I could even do that on my in between. So capitalizing the M, capitalize the T. We'll just capitalize all the first letters, making the best of it because it's a title. And so we want to make sure it looks like a title by capitalizing M, T, B, O, I. Making the best of it. Green submit. Oh, now it says, tell me about what you did. What do you like about this artwork? What was the most difficult part? So let's answer some questions. 2 different ways you can do this. I can type it on here, or I can use the vocal button. We'll say enable. We don't need to do that. This is a drawing of me, my family, and my pets. This, I don't want the word this, so I'm going to back that up. Put a period. These are the people and animals I spend all my time with now. Period. My favorite part of this artwork was drawing the people. Period. I would click that button to stop. The last thing you could do, double check your words. You have to speak very clearly for this to work. Otherwise, the way that I typically actually do instead of dictation is to type it. My least favorite part was making a background. Period. All right. So I will submit that, reading it over again. This is a drawing of me, whoops, and my family and my pets. Or maybe me, comma, my family, comma, and my pets. These are the people and animals I spent. And that means spend. So it's good to double check your grammar. All my time. Okay. All right. If you like it and it looks good, press submit, green. And now this is submitted to me. You can't change this anymore now. So if you notice that there was an error, you just gotta wait and I can send it back to you. Or you could submit another artwork, but after you've pressed the green submit, it is done and stuck. All right, so I can go back to home, and now I can see this. It says it's in review. If you wait a moment, or wait a day or so, I will be checking Artsonia all the time, so I'll be going online and reading, making sure it all makes sense. If I like it, then I will hit complete, and then you can check it later. Look, it became approved because I approved it on my computer just now. So that is great. However, sometimes I might say that you need to edit something. And if that's the case, you just click on this again and then edit whatever things over here don't have a green check mark. And that's kind of the way you do Artsonia. So we can see all of your artwork that you make at home. And I can write you some little notes as well. Just tell you what I am thinking about what you're doing too. All right, get to creating, y'all.